like, oh, I can't handle it. Okay, let's talk about, did anyone see that movie, Nosferatu? It was scary. I didn't like it. I don't like vampires. Okay, let's talk about home reflections. This is our Americana beautiful 21-inch metal star wreath. Now, star-studded, timeless. You're bringing the Americana vibes and charm that we love from Home Reflections. This was $49. Now it's $42.98. 3 easy payments of $14.33. What I think is so special about these metal wreaths is they're gorgeous inside or out. Hang it on your door. But here's what I'm going to show you if I can take it off. Or bring it inside, put it on its side. It's a gorgeous centerpiece. Put some beautiful flameless candles inside and you've created the most gorgeous center of the table display. This is H487850. Carrie Laughlin joins us once more. Hello, my friend.
Oh, do you mean like this, Miss Chelsea?
Great minds think alike. Oh my gosh.
I was like setting up my candles as you were saying it. It's really the perfect size because it's that 21 inches. It's really the perfect size to either be that hanging wreath, indoor or outdoor, covered porch, of course. Or, I mean, look at how fantastic this is, whether you're having, you know, hosting that 4th of July party, or maybe you have some patriotic birthdays like I do in my family.
Yes.
Maybe you're doing the Memorial Day barbecue, but how fantastic is that?
It's gorgeous, and I love what you're doing right now. And that's what's so special when we bring you metal decor from Home Reflections. It's made to customize. This is not something, again, that you're treating with kid gloves that you're like, I can't touch it. We want you to zhuzh. We want you to move these stars around. But Carrie, do you know that 900 of these have already been ordered?
This is fantastic because just like with our bow, where we took something that is normally just that red, white, and blue, we added that touch of metallic. So what it does, it adds a little bit more of a depth. It also adds the ability for us to really blend this into our home decor that we already have because it has that metal touch. And I like it because it reflects the light really beautifully. Like right now in studio, this almost feels like it's like the stars are floating the way that they are. They're like shooting in a circle.
They really are. So now I feel like I'm always doing the bad news for everybody. There are 80 to go around. Only 80. So think about all the places you're going to put this, whether it's inside or out. So we have inside or covered porch use. Beautiful on the front door. But then, you know what I was just thinking too? Of course, we always think Americana, patriotic holidays, but when you turn it on its side, and when you use it inside as like a center of the table decor moment, it ceases to become just patriotic, and it also just gives you like really cool, like fun, bright stars, you know?
It really does. And that's, I think, too, Chelsea, speaking to that, is because there is that silver, because there's that silver undertone and you have those moments of metallic, it's adding that 4th color to it. So 4th, right? I'm like, it is late, but there was 1, 2, 3, yes, 4 colors. Sometimes you got to double check. Sometimes you have to double check.
It's 11, 12 at night. Sometimes you got to double check. But look at all that texture and dimension. Look at all those sizes of the stars. And I want to kind of show you what it's like from the back. So you're seeing how like the stars are set out on all those different kind of like metal arms. That's what kind of allows you to play, to kind of pick one up and lift it a little bit more or zhuzh it around. You've got a hanging hook, so it's perfect for hanging on a wall. Inside or out, or when I say out, again, we're always saying covered porch.
Covered porch, yes. But really great for that front door if you have a storm door. So maybe if you need something that's a little bit more low profile, you can absolutely, you know, like keep these flat as well. But the 3D effect on this is really what makes this come alive because it has a little bit of life to it. And if you're somebody who loves a good wreath, but maybe as you get into the summer, like you want to switch up, like you had the flowers all spring and now you're moving into that summer months. I mean, between Memorial Day and 4th of July and just really like summer just feels like hot dogs and hamburgers. It's like, it feels like America all season long. So you don't have to worry about the flowers fading or the flowers messing up or the birds making nests in your wreath either. So those are the great things about metal wreaths, and then really easy to store away as well.
I'm so glad you shared all that because I was about to say the same thing. Don't get me wrong. I love a faux flower wreath. I have many of them, but sometimes it's nice that you can just wipe this clean with like a microfiber towel and get all that pollen off instead of like the wreaths that just become a pollen collector. There's 5 dozen to go around. We are getting more and more limited. You are saving $6. You're bringing it home for a sale price today. $42.98, 3 easy payments, $14.33. What I think is so special, Carrie, is the duality, the versatility of this 21-inch wreath, because it's gorgeous hung, of course, on a door, on a wall, but again, turn it sideways, pop in some gorgeous flameless candles that we have coming up in just a little bit, right in the center, and then you've created this designer tablescape that's absolutely gorgeous.
And you have that ability to kind of give it a little, like it has a little front facing, you know, it's just not on the plane. You can really have it where it's facing front. You have that dimension. I mean, there's so much more that can be added to this. You know, I always think too, like there's a lot of weddings and fun things that happen besides barbecues, but you know, there's weddings and maybe somebody's retiring. Maybe you have somebody in the military who's retiring and they're having that party. This is an incredible centerpiece. Put your cake in the middle of it. Like there's a lot of fun things to play with.
You know what I was just thinking about? I know you're a mom of a boy. I have 2 nephews. Like even if you're thinking like boy decor, like something that's kind of like fun and maybe they love superheroes, like all those things. There's just so many ways to utilize this.
Absolutely. It's like Captain America. It's so true.
Chris Evans.
Absolutely.
Secret boyfriend number 5,000. I love him. Wait, you just gave me an update, Brian. How many? 4 dozen, because I was thinking about Chris Evans. 4 dozen remain. Now is the time to give us a call. It's 487850. Carrie Lachlan, I just think this is star-studded. It's timeless. It's charming. Americana vibes that we absolutely love. You're going to really appreciate how many ways you can display and use this in your home.
Absolutely. And again, the way that this is crafted and how we have that silver backing, it really does look as if the stars are, it kind of reminded me of like Michelle had the lights that came down earlier. There was like a shooting star with did you guys have that on earlier in the show? Am I making
but
that
I know
up?
what you're talking about. Yes.
Okay, but it feels like you like wrapped it up, you know? So it feels like the stars are kind of in orbit around the wreath.
Okay, you guys,
and
this
you
is
can always do that.
A deep cut, but I just read a book about Hedy Lamarr, the actress, who also was like a brilliant scientist. This looks like an old-fashioned like display that she wore in the Ziegfeld Girl. You guys, if you like old movies like I like old movies, you know what I'm talking about. Carrie Lachlan, are we saying goodbye? No.
No. Of course not.
Of course not.
It's Monday night.
Well, I'm going to try to convince you and lure you into studio eventually. Okay, Carrie, I'm so happy you're here, and you're coming back in just a little bit with something gorgeous.